on this computer. There we go. Looking at UJ. UJ is looking pretty right now, similar to what we talked about yesterday. What were we talking about is once we break this level over here, where we're going to? We're going to 13,297. Why? Because look at to the left. That's your daily. How are we going to get there? We don't know. Right now, the daily candle hasn't started yet on Trader's Domain. It will be starting shortly. So what we may be looking at is, let me change my pen, is there's going to be a little bit of a pullback, right? You can see a little bit of a pullback here. This candle didn't have a pullback at all. So that's really interesting. But I have a feeling that there's going to be a pullback, and we should tap that bad boy right there, right? Just look over here. But more importantly, if you look to the left, there's this kind of zone action going on, right? So these could pose some problems. If people are trying to sell, I don't advise it. It doesn't make any sense. I'd wait for the candle to continue. What you may find too is one of our age-old patterns that I talked about in the first webinar of webinars is the three soldiers, right? 1, 2, 3 soldiers. They go up. So this would be the third soldier, this candle over here. So that's what I sort of see happening. Alternatively, what you may find is this will go up, and then tomorrow's session being Friday, it will tap, and then it will create the candle down. So you might get a reversal for the end of the week, just because orders are closing, things of that nature. So it's something to keep watch out for, and you may find that's it. So let's take a look. We go to the weekly. Weekly, once again, you have all that resistance over there, so we may basically fill that whole weekly and then get that wick similar to what's going on over here. Always a possibility. We will see how that goes. Let's look at GBGBB, our favorite pair, the cocaine pair. All right, so as you can see, we bounced off that resistance. Yesterday's webinar, we called this level. I'm a genius, I know. You guys can all accept that, finally. I did actually say that we were gonna go to this level. We did actually go to that level, and we rejected that level. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is now going back down to here, right? So let's not get this twisted, because this could just be a rejection. You might get another candle that rejects that looks like that, and then you get the next candle that pulls up further up. When you're looking at this, what you have to look at is right now on the 4-hour time frame. What I do is I look at the daily, and I'd start to see how we rejected this level here. But more importantly, when you're looking, I'm looking at this. This is your daily candle. That seems like a bigger rejection, because this candle doesn't have a rejection. So more than likely what you may find is we're gonna get that wick. We got a little bit of a wick action here. We had no wick action really here. Maybe we did, I just can't see it with my chart. And then it'll drive up, and then you get this candle forming here. And when you look left, it'll tap that area and potentially reject. So you're at the end of the week. You have to realize at the end of the week, shit doesn't always go according to plan. So this is why I'm sort of doing this right now with everybody, is you may not want to worry so much about taking trades today, or manage your trades accordingly. There's a lot of fundamentals in play, but I mean, with all things being equal, technical analysis, we should tap this region over here. Why? Because once again, we have this region we've tapped over here. Looking at our 3 soldier pattern, potentially another soldier going up, make the 3 bullish candles go in that direction. Similar to UJ. I mean, we're not gonna lie, they trend pretty much similar. Once again, you have your demand zone, your supply zone. When we go across, we're gonna get another supply zone here. Similar to what we did over here, we have our alien ship, the triangle of alien ship. Yes, 3 soldier candles. You have this going up, right? And then you have the 3 crows going down. That's like the only pattern I really recognize out of my life. But hey, who knows what happens, right? Let's look at gold. Gold's not going to move that well this session. So we'll look at it, but once again, don't want to need to trade it. You can see here, once again, surprise, surprise, I drew nice levels. Why? Because we had this level over here. We bounced off of that. You can see here, we're up here, boom, boom, boom. So what should happen? Probably maybe that. Do we know? No. I bet on the fact that we're probably going down. Why? Because UJ right now is trending up. Right? So if UJ is trending up, more than likely gold will trend down. So what you may find is we might go, ooh, that, like that. That might happen. Or more importantly, we might tap into this area over here. That's a 4-hour zone. Go across here. So you might find it might tap up and then go down. But more importantly, what I would be looking at is, I mean, at this point, you're sort of at support as it is. I don't really think anything is going to break at this point, being Friday session. So gold may just be a no play right now. Like you had enough movement for the rest of the whole day. Like you basically had all this movement upwards. There's no point of trying to trade this pair right now. I would say I would advise against it. Let's take a look at Euro GBP. Similar setups. We're at sort of like a resistance level. Don't really need to worry about that. UCAD, who cares about that? Because Canadians and Americans are watching TV. We're not trading. And let's look at GBP, JPY. Yeah, we did that, and we had it over here. All right. So that's what I see so far. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do something with this. I'll be back in 1 minute. I know my charts look so clean. Yeah, you couldn't hear me anymore because I was on mute. I just said, wait a second. All right, so we back. So we got our dailies down to EJ, do EJ analysis. Same as UJ and everybody else. Now let's jump into smaller time frames and let's take a look at what we're doing over here. All right, so we're looking at what we got with GJ on the 15-minute chart. So here's our shorter time frames, right? Because everybody wants to look at shorter time frames. First things you want to look at, you got a little bit of a support region here, bouncing off of that. And UJ is about to do a retest, it says Rakeel. So let's take a look. 15-minute chart. Oh boy, can't even see 15-minute chart. It's getting pretty nasty, so high up. On the hourly, 4-hour, 1 daily. That's the only thing we got right now. Look at the hourly, we just tapped that. It's way too high. That's what happens when your charts are way too high. Don't know what's going on. Let me just drop that down a bit more. That was a good buy all the way up there.
15-minute chart's pushing up. So if we zoom in a bit, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. You can see right here, we got momentum. So rejections over here, push up. And then you basically have this level over here. This should top over here. Asian session is up. This is going to see, we see the new candle. So more than likely, we're going to push down for a bit, and then we're going to continue back up. Trader's domain, once again, is a new 4-hour candle. So we'll see that in a minute. Once again, there's always a bit of a pause here because the servers are resetting at 8 p.m. This happens forever. You're on a London close, so we'll have a server reset. So there's always a brief pause, similar to if you were on a New York session, you would have a brief pause at 5 o'clock. The only difference is you don't notice that on the New York session because you're not trading at 5 p.m., but on the Asian session, you're trading at 8 p.m. So it's just something you have to be aware of. That is all. So what we can do, let's do some fun stuff. We can do this rather quickly. Got your zone here. Did a bit of a dippy do there in terms of the zone. Maybe here, I'll do that. That's a better zone, sorry. You can see this candle now is starting to push a bit, but once again, I would wait, because what you're trying to do with this point in terms of waiting is when you go back to the daily, right? So if we zoom out a bit from the daily, you can see our target, right? So basically, if I move this, see the good thing about here, so like this would be sort of my best target, right? Because if we look right here, you can see you're in that zone right now on the daily, right? So there's going to be a lot of indecision here. So you might have a tap back, and then essentially you're going to probably reach to this area here. So those are that's probably your zones. So what I mean by this is when you look a little closer, let's draw. What you may find is you have a little bit of this here, and then it'll pop up here to this, and then tap back down a bit. So that's what you'll find right now in terms of movement. Oops, the chart moved on me. So you can see sort of at this point, we have this starting to move. It's going to move. If we jump into the shorter time frames, so like if I'm looking at shorter time frames and I'm saying to myself, all right, USD JPY on the 5-minute, what's going on? We're starting to pull down a bit. On the 1-minute, you can see now starting to reject on the 1-minute. If I'm looking there, we have a little bit of a retest. It's going nutty because the 8 o'clock hour is finally caught up. What you might find is if we turn around and take we take a buy. So what we'll do is maybe we'll take a buy, take 10 pip buy, and what we're aiming for right now is we look at the 30-minute candle. We might have it looks like a push up. So we'll see how that goes. But I believe we should have a little bit of a push. Want to fill this wick over here. So if we go a little bit closer, you see where we're at right here. So we'll go like 50 pips or something like that. So we can do that. Even the 4-hour, same idea. 4-hour might pull back. So what you might find is, let me move this away. You might find that the 4-hour pulls back into this area over here, right? So that's what I'm looking at. My stop will probably be right about here. Like I don't want it to go too far down. I'm okay with what's going on right now. Let's see, 5-minute candle. Yeah, so 5-minute candle is creating a little bit of a rejection area here. So that's okay. We're still looking on trending that. Not too concerned. If we want, you can look at gold. Gold's starting to go up a bit. So we had that initial push up. So that's going to hurt us a bit as we start to trend down a bit here. So we're going to get a bit of a test all in this area here. So that's no big deal. And let's take a look. So this is sort of your target area that it's going to probably retest, just from looking at that this is a bit of a support. So dun, dun. And your 1 minute candle. Okay. So what I'm watching with the 1 minute candle now, this area here and this area here. So we might actually pop to this point here and go further up. Looking at, let's clear this out. What I'm also looking at then on the daily, so once again on our daily candle right here, is you will have a bit of rejection push up. Clearly what you're looking for here is, let's do this. Well, that's pretty shitty, but the idea once again is the visualization of the daily. We're going to push a bit down and then go up, right? Similar to this. So if we want to be smart and we want to anticipate things, you can do this. You can basically erase this, turn around and say, okay, how deep was this? About 90 pips or 9 pips, right? So you're okay. So we got no issues here. And what we'll do is, this is where we start to watch this area here. So we're going to watch the 5 minute candle. As soon as this 5 minute candle starts to turn up, what I may do is I might take another buy. And then what that does is it sort of averages out what I'm doing, because I'm not that far down in drawdown and I'm not worried about that. My stop loss will be like 12 pips at this point for UJ, just because you got to let it room to breathe, do its thing, and then pull right back up. 15 minute candle, once again, if you take a look at the higher time frames, you're starting to hit this support level over here. We want this to create a bit of a tail. What you may find is the next candle is going to drop down a bit, right? Create another tail and then start to pull back up. So we watch this area over here and let it do its thing. Clear. Oops. So there's sort of the pullback. Not liking it yet, just because. So this is actually pretty good. If this candle can hold, what we may find is the next candle may drop back down. So maybe what I'll do is maybe get into another buy in the next 5 minute candle if it holds. If not, don't have to worry about it. But that's sort of what you're doing in terms of what we're doing. Unmute. Okay, let me get to people. You can unmute yourself. It's an option for unmute. You can unmute yourself. If you need to talk, just click unmute. I have it so that everyone can unmute themselves. Should be like that. Yeah, you can unmute yourself if you want. Well, I just unmuted everybody.
Hey. Hey,
Okay, so there you go. Unmute yourselves if you want.
okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I was I took buys at around like 620 because that was the resistance it broke.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. This is awesome.
It is. Gonna make myself some money.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just unmuted everybody. I forgot to click the button so you can unmute yourself. But yeah, so I mean, what'll happen now is, so now when we watch the 15 minute, you see the 15 minute candle starting to go.
Yes.
So that'll start to push a bit. And what I may do is I can let this position run. I'll let this first position run to like 4 pips profit, close that, and then let the other one run as far as it can go. Because the hourly now is starting to push. So we got a pretty good setup here.
Wow, it's pushing.
We may make some money. Who knows? Don't know what's going to happen, but we all wait and see. The 4 hour got good clean. That's what we like. We got that little wick, right? So when you look at your wick, you got that movement. That's what we want. The only thing that you worry about with this kind of movement here is if it turns around and creates one of these. Then you're fucked. But for the most part, it should continue to push. We will get to going, and then if we
GJ
go,
is heading to 149 today.
yes, GJ is heading to 149 today. There was your retest starting to push up, so we're good there. I don't like GJ in the Asian session anymore. I rather just trade it London or New York. I let it do what it did. And Asian session usually is easier with UJ, so like you can just take it easy because I don't want to light money on fire in the Asian session.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, so you can see what happened. It started to pull back a bit there, so it's no big deal. Look at the 5-minute candle. Yeah, so it tapped into this zone that we expected. So now what you're going to get here is you're going to get this movement. What we need to see on the 5-minute candle is this area here, this consolidation area. We need to see it break up. So we need this candle over here to start moving in this direction here. If we turn around and clear all, we can look at, also keep in mind now, okay, so it's pretty safe because the 15-minute candle, once again, we got 4 minutes to 15-minute close, so we still want this keep going, because what'll happen is the next candle, if this candle finishes sort of this way, what I anticipate is the next candle may do a little bit of this, same idea, like it'll just keep trending up, and then you'll have one breakout candle that'll push all the way up to the top. So we need these candles to continue moving bullish, and we should be okay. Jump into the 1-minute frame. So 1 minute, so here we go again. We're going back down a bit just because the next candle's coming up. So you got basically this area here acting as a support on the 1 minute. So up, down, up, down, up, down. This was a little bit of a bigger retest. Came back down. You see it's starting to create support again. So this candle should push up a little bit more. It looks like the first 15-minute candle of the new hour is going to try and finish bullish, and that's good for us.
Yeah. Hey, you see that big wick which the 15-minute candle made?
Yeah.
That's the support.
Yes. Yeah. So like this area right here, that's what I look at as well, because that's why I was saying if we don't really break it, this is all this is doing is just creating a liquidity grab to pull up. Like even if this 15-minute candle finishes like indecision, the next candle could finish bullish, because what you'll start to do is you'll start to look at the 30-minute candle, right? So the 30-minute candles hit the support where it's supposed to. So it may take a half hour, but we don't see that break. The problem is in the next 30 minutes is if this candle then turns around and starts doing one of these bad boys, then you got issues, right? So this is sort of your fail safe at that point. But
yeah, as long as it stays above that level, it's good.
Yeah. Like this is your first level that you don't want it to break, and then this is my fail safe, where if it breaks that level, then I'm like, I don't like this trade anymore.
Yeah.
But we should be good. I mean, we've only been in a 2-pip drawdown, which is nothing. I fought worse. I fought worse. This is a easy, relaxed trade.
With UJ, every trade is easy.
Yes.
You know, it's like so relaxed, no violent moves.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It doesn't do much, and it's like, oh, if I have to exit, I can exit at like a 3-pip stop loss, or like I don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. With GJ, you look away for 2 seconds. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like GJ, look what happened. It's like here. What happened here? Why did it bounce to where? And you can see the spread is still pretty wide. It's like 1.8 pips, 1.9 pips. UJ is hanging out at half a pip, basically, which is pretty good. 5-minute candle. Yeah, coming close to the candle close. I would like this to finish bullish, but we'll see what happens. Oh, we didn't finish bullish. That's no good. So we'll see what'll happen too. Sometimes this will create a top wick and then pull up, but we just want to make sure we don't break any of this area here.
Oh yeah, this is soft.
Yeah.
This is there's like a clear rejection on the 5-minute.
Yeah. So that's what we hope for. We get to tap this one more time, and this candle is sort of your key candle here. Like this to me is my key candle. Like this is the start of it, because this is basically saying, hey, we're on our last move. It'll come back down, come back, and then it'll start to fly. Because that was a huge rejection candle. If you look even at this one as an example, it did the same thing, right? So that's how I identify certain things, is I'll look at previous candles. So like if we go through, let's see, like if you look at rejection candles, and you can see like over here as an example, like clear rejection, but actually more importantly, this one here, clear rejection. So we got no problem, clear rejection, push up. So it just takes a bit of time, because you can see even let's see if we can get a better example here. Here's a good one as an example. Like you can see here, this one has a clear rejection, and then this one even finished bearish, but then you know what, it continued to pull further up. So not too concerned at all about what's going on. And there we go. Oh, might be in profit soon. Gotta cover my spreads. Tamo or real? I don't know. What's that say? 135.62? Yeah, it looks like real to me. Looks like a real trade to me. That's good. So now the 15-minute candles. So it's going to reject this area probably one more time unless it passes through. But the 30-minute candle, that's what we're looking for now.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah.
This is just great.
It is going to be. We are going to make Forex great again. GP. TPing the 800? Yeah, I think we can go at 800. We look at the daily. Daily just started, so that's pretty fresh. I like to close one position off just to lock in profits, and then I can let the other one run a little bit more aggressive.
Wow. Man, I had an entry at 628.
Oh. I had an entry yesterday, like over here. And then I just closed it because I was like, nah, I don't really like GG. I don't really like UJ. And I could have just let it run. I should have just let it run. I was like,
oh, man.
Literally, because this is my support, right? So I'm like, oh, it's just retesting this final support. And remember what I said yesterday? I gave everybody that chart. I said, if it breaks this level here, it's off to the races, right? And it went up through there. So
oh, like, yeah, I think I saw that. Made like,
that's
what,
right.
$200?
Yeah, exactly. Like it was ridiculous. So. But I just didn't follow my own analysis because I was too busy doing other things. Like right now, it's pretty quiet, so I can actually trade and focus on things. But like like the last couple of days, I've been super busy with things. But this will probably run a bit. Let's see the hour. Yeah, so the hourly candle initially tapped that. You know, it did that wick fill that you wanted, right? If you wanted to get out of it, it's still pushing up. It's just going to be slow. That's the other reason why I don't like trading Asian sessions, because it's like we're sitting here like for like a couple hours just watching nothing. I mean, at least I'm sort of in profits, I guess. Almost 3 pips. But this, if this breaks 700, it would be nice. We can see 1 minute candle. Oh yeah, so 1 minute candle is looking actually really good, because what we had was this area here, this candle here, basically come over here, but more importantly, we created a new support right over here. So it basically bounced up, and it should continue that way on the 1 minute as well. Yeah. So this is what you do. Like when I'm trading, this is what I'd be doing. Like as I'm trading with you guys live, this is basically how I monitor my charts. Like I'll jump into the 5 minute. I'll be like, okay, we're going to fill that wick. At this point, I can say, okay, you know, like how far are we going to go? Look at the 15 minute. 15 minutes still going to push. So this should be the breakout candle that pushes further up, because there's no bottom wick really. So if we look a little bit closer, we should hope that this breaks all the way up. If you take a closer look, why I'm saying that is I look at my time. It's like 20 after 8. So the idea is like we hope that it just continues to push further up. And that also will coincide with your 30-minute candle. So if we go into the 30-minute charts, you can see the 30-minute charts having a little bit of issues, but we should continue to push.
Yeah, the next 30-minute will push all the way up.
Yeah, that's what we hope. We don't know for sure, but that's what we hope. It seems like there was a big enough rejection. Like, I mean, if you look here, it's like we're starting to move, and this will break out of this area here.
Yeah, for the massive rejection.
Look at the 1 minute charts. I like looking at the 1 minute charts. Everything moves faster, makes you feel good. You're like, oh, big candle, and you're like, oh, that was only like 2 pips.
No.
Let's see what everybody's doing on Facebook. Oh, this is a Zoom webinar. Zoom webinar, not GoTo. Oh, God. Oh, my brain hurts. Brain hurts. It's a Zoom webinar. Oh, my buddy. Things are good. I might actually have to go see people.
Once we break this high, which is going to happen here, I'm going to close. Once this high gets broken.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm going to hit my take profit.
Oh.
This is so much fun. Two lessons for me: always set stop loss, never trade against the trend. Yeah, it's pretty good ideas.
Never trade against the trend, man. Never, ever.
Brother, what do you mean by market close slippage thing? This is so funny. You are so. Yes, sir.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Are we
Yes.
going?
Oh!
Oh, yeah. It's like I'm playing Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite.
There we go. This candle will probably take it. Let me zoom in and show everybody where candle's taking off.
Taking off. This 5 minute just took off.
Oh, it's coming back into this little resistance area. Maybe it'll pop up again.
And I just closed.
Just closed.
Oh,
I think we can get to 7. I think we can go a little bit higher. Right? Well, yeah, I think we can hit my take profit. Where's my take profit? 735? Yeah, I think we can do it. I can get some pips off of that.
oh shit, it's still going.
Yeah, that's why I said it was going to go 735. Whenever I put my TP there, that's what happens. It just goes to where it's supposed to. That's how I trade. I just win.
That's how I do it.
That's how I do it.
That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Oh.
Somebody's looking at my charts in real life. That's my real balance. Oh my God. I'm growing my account from 100,000 again.
Oh, that's what you did?
Yeah, I lost 400,000. Now I got to grow back.
So, you did it really quick though.
Yeah.
I remember that when you smashed GJ.
You know what? If I held my 100 lot buys on GJ, I would have made 900,000. Yeah, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm like, damn it! If I had just held it on that day, on the Friday, if I had just walked around the mall and turned my phone off, and I would have been like, damn. I was like, because it went to 148 because I was in buys at 145. I'm like, oh man.
Wow.
Because I would have had 300 pips each. I mean, obviously, I would have closed it on Sunday night at I would have closed 2 positions at 50,000 each. So I would have closed that. I would have made 100,000, and then I probably would have hit. I would have let the other one just run, and it would have run because it never went back down to 145.
Oh,
I'm gonna hit my take profit.
UJ, I'm in.
I'm gonna hit my take profit.
Gunning strong.
Oh, it ran out of steam. This 5 minute candle. What did it do? Oh, 5 minute candle pullback.
Bastard.
I'm tired of seeing bullshit demo traders. Yeah, that's why I don't watch anybody. I just do my own thing. It's like I'm tired of them too.
What a run by UJ.
Yes, UJ is running. UJ now. It's gonna move up to where it's supposed to. I mean, that's what we try and do here. Is we try and push all the way up, and then when I post this on Instagram, people are like, "Oh, it's a demo account, man. Demo account, Ted. What are you doing with a demo account?" I'm like, "Nothing. I'm not doing anything with a demo account." Oh, the real symbol is off a bit. Like, yeah, because I spent all this time photoshopping on my Android Samsung phone. Like, give me a fucking break. I love when people say that to me. It's like, if you ever used a Samsung phone, you realize when you custom, like if you want to just check for like the daily or like the last 3 days, it does that because there's 3 different boxes it'll hit.
Yes.
Oh, so close to hitting my take profit, but so far away. Let's see.
Oh.
Where do we want to see the take profit hit? On the 1 minute? Yeah, let's do the 1 minute.
Yeah, because the next 30 minutes can pull down a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ooh, 1 minute is.
I don't like that 1 minute candle there. I need it to just pump. Oh. 1 minute candle. Oh,
No.
going back the other way. So let's just watch a 5 minute candle.
Hey, you talk to the candles, right?
Yes. Go candle.
Yeah. They go.
Here. You know what I'll do?
Yeah, I talk to candles too.
I will do this. I will even press myself a little bit more. Risk-free trades. Booyah.
3 trades.
Risk-free. Risk-free. There you go. I don't even care what happens now.
It's impressive. Wow, Ted, how'd you do that?
What?
The free trade.
Risk-free trade?
Yeah.
I just moved my stop loss.
Oh, no, someone asked me that the other day.
Oh yeah? How do you move your stop loss? Oh.
They're like, so you put your trade risk free? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so how'd you know it's gonna keep going?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just break even. Who knows? If you were upset about losing those 400K, for how long were you upset for, and what did you do to get the mental part back? I explained myself. I took a week off. I left social media. I closed my master account, and I just work off my payment account, and I just focus on me. And now I'm okay. I'm not upset anymore like Drake. I'm not upset.
Oh, this 5 minute will push up.
I hope so. I needed to finish before 8:30. Like that was my goal. That's why I put it there, because I figure we can get like 5 pip push at 8:30. But it's struggling.
Yeah, the only thing that bothers me is that it's pushed up too much now in 5 minutes.
I know. See, this is stupid 1 minute candles here. But we might get just that quick tap up and then go.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I locked in? 14 pips. 19 pips. Yeah, I pay for my commissions. I'm okay. We'll see. I don't like Asian sessions, so that's why I normally do this. And then if whatever I can get in the first like half hour or so, I'm happy with. Like if I don't get anything, it's no big deal. Like, should I have traded GJ? See, GJ's still ranging. Like that's just nasty. Like what can you do over here?
Yeah, I was looking at GJ here earlier.
Yeah.
It was weird because I was in buys on UJ, and UJ went all the way up, and GJ just tanked.
Yeah. It's a Brexit thing.
Yeah. Ooh, your JPY went up too.
Nice. Let's see, 5 minutes. Yeah. So you know what might actually happen in the next minute? If this holds, I need this to hold here, because then what we might get is we might get that like that burst up, and it'll hit TP on the next 30-minute candle, because this candle here is going to create like that little wick, and you might sometimes, if it's going to pull back, it might just pop up a bit and then just stop. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not too concerned. I locked in my trade. I can't lose this trade, so that's a good thing. So I let it sit. But we're doing some live trading here. I figure give everybody an opportunity to sort of see what I think and how I do stuff. Yeah.
This
so
was the easiest setup.
Yeah, I was actually. I mean, I got in a little bit early because I jumped in right after 8 o'clock. I could have waited for that retest and gotten what I needed, but it's all good. We'll see what happens with this candle. Maybe it pushes with no wick at the bottom. You make it so simple. Well, I'm a simple guy. I'm not looking to make things hard here. I just want to just do small little nibbles, and I watch the candles consolidation. Maybe it might push up now. Maybe it might not. Who knows? See, at this point too, I got like 9 pips. So I mean, technically I could close this right now, but I mean, I'm stubborn and I want to see the TP hit. But it's not. It's like here. Like if you were happy with this, you could easily just close it.
Oh fuck! It's gonna push up.
It is? Are you sure? How do you know?
30. Oh, 30 minutes till the wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come down 30
I
minutes.
know. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like see, this is what I do. Like the first minute candle usually gets that push up, and then what it might happen is it might drive back down. So that's why a lot of times like I'll get out right here because this next candle may pull down. But you always have that 1 minute in the next big candle to get out, because like this is sort of a cheat code. If you look at this candle, like if you look at the 15-minute candle, see that wick? You're saying, okay, wick fill. But if it doesn't, if it's going to reject, it's always going to fill that wick in the initial like 1 or 2 minutes, and then it'll just rip down. So that's sometimes a cheat code where if you don't get out over here, you can like get out over there. Like see how it just sort of starting to rip down, and it's going to rip down into my stop loss. So. But that's the cheat code, because you can see the 5-minute candle here. So you had that opportunity in the first like 2 minutes, like this first minute candle, to get out at that top level, but you didn't. So now it's just it might rip down. So you sort of have to like play it by ear. So that's why a lot of times I'll get out of candles at like 8:29, like as an example, like 1 minute before the 15-minute candle ends, or 1 minute before the 30-minute candle ends, or 1 minute after the 30-minute candle, because you always get that little bit of that little initial push to go back up, and then that allows you to get out there. So like over here as an example, right? So like I was saying, is you see how it sort of filled that wick right away? So that was your opportunity to get out. Like if you didn't know that we were going to go down, like we sort of pretty much know that we're probably going to come back and retest this, and it's going to become like you're going to do with this candle, what it'll look like is if it does what it's doing right now, it'll probably move this thing out of the way. What it'll look like is it'll look like this candle, right? Like this candle will probably look like this again, and then the next candle will probably go like that, right? So you have an opportunity at that point to sort of try and push up and then just close your trade and just be like, I'm done, right? So that's a little bit of a tip if you're looking for it. See, because you can see now it's sort of hanging out, and it created this wick. Look at the 1 minute. 1 minute starting to drive down. All right. So now we're starting to drive down a bit. So if it breaks this support, it's going to hit the stop loss. It'll probably come back into this region here. So what will happen is if this candle goes down, it's going to come into this region here, and it's going to take out both my stops. Or you know what, that's good, because then now maybe it might push up. So that's sort of, but it's the 1 minute candle, right? We don't know what's going on, but we hope that it's going to turn around now. Jump into the 5 minute, 5 minutes create indecision. Okay, so we might be okay. Take a look, 15 minute, obviously indecision because we don't have enough candles yet. So you never know, it might pull up. That might have been the wick. So if you look closely at this wick here sort of lines up with this wick over here. So that might have been the test it needed to go further up. So we'll wait and see what happens. Well, other than that, just chill, have a good time. You know, watch paint dry. You know, turn on your favorite TV show, talk on the chat rooms. You know, tell everybody how much money you're losing. You know, tell everybody how everybody's demo, and you know, get angry with each other. You can do that too. There's lots of things you can do. Yes, sir. All right. Damn, 4 hours to kill. Can't listen to your sweet voice. Oh, it's a Zoom webinar. Yeah, so like it's sort of bouncing around that 735 area. Yeah, maybe we might get it. When Rick comes back from doing all his work, he might say, hey, the candle's going up. Don't worry, Ted, you're good. The candle's going up. Yeah, so here you go. So you take a look at what happened now.
Oh, this bad boy.
So this candle again, you know, similar to these candles, right? All these different candles, it'll just push up. Oh, 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 there you go. So it just, I close one position. All right. So there you go. And so the next position pushes up further. So there you go. So that's trading. That's how you trade, right? So if we want to evaluate this trade, let's take a look and evaluate this trade, because Raquel was busy working and he said, Ted, trade's gonna go. Don't worry. Good setup. So we want to evaluate this trade. We can look closely, right? So this is where we took it. We had like a 6-pip drop, like a 6-pip gain, 1-to-1, but that's okay. We were in risk-free for the most part anyways. It did that one little dippity-do. That's no big deal. And then this will continue to go up. So what I'll do is trailing stop. Let's do 75. Booyah. And just let it run. So there you go. So welcome to Live Trading with Ted. Hope everybody had a good time. Does anybody have any questions about what I just did there, or did that make sense? Want to know what people are thinking? We will put this on the drive. I will add this to the drive. I will let this trade run. Now Instagram nodes, all this, please add it to the drive. Yes, I will add it. I loved it. Do you do the same on real accounts? This is a real account. Jeez, I still get trolled by everybody, eh? It's like, it's a real account.
You still do this on the real account? That's hilarious.
Oh, it's still pushing up. All right, so there you go. Damn, oh, there it goes.
Oh, it just jerks all the way.
Yeah.
If someone's holding cells, just don't hold cells.
Yeah, try not to hurt yourself more than it is. So now when we look at the weekly, so we're probably going to go all the way up. So we'll just let it sit there, and I'll just let it do what it does.
Wow, what a nice retest and boom.
Yeah, it'll probably continue to go. We'll let it run. See what happens to it. But you guys have a good night. I gotta go and take care of some stuff. Gotta meet some people, talk some business, and we'll see where this trade goes. But like I said, it's risk-free right now. I'll let it sit in profits, and it'll just run its course. Not related to the trade you just took. I just funded my trader's domain account. Can I split 2 accounts so I can go full margin on the very small house account? Yeah, of course you can. You can do whatever you want with your accounts. You can open up 30 accounts. Like, it's no big deal. You just move the money around. That's essentially what you have to do. Yeah, so I mean, looking at this from a higher time frame perspective, this wick will obviously push up. Obviously, looking at round numbers, we're probably going to go to 800 at least. And then we'll see what happens there. But it's hard to see on the shorter time frames just because like we can't sort of see anything to the left. Like you can see right now, like I can't see anything to the left, so it's hard to figure that out. On the 4 hour, same thing. It's really the daily you start to see stuff. That's why I'm saying the daily should push all the way to that top level, and you should be good there. All right, so I will stop recording this. Stop.